In the quiet town of Ravenswood, a sense of anticipation hung heavy in the air as the release date of NUN 2 approached. I've always been a fan of horror movies, so I eagerly awaited its arrival at our local theater. On the night of the premiere, the cinema was abuzz with excitement. As the lights dimmed and the movie began, I couldn't help but be drawn into its eerie atmosphere. The scenes of the Abbey, the cloaked figure of the nun, and the unsettling events had me on the edge of my seat. The credits rolled, and the crowd dispersed, each person carrying the lingering sense of dread from the film. As I walked home, I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched, that someone or something was following me. Over the next few nights, I struggled to sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw flashes of the nun's face, her eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. I chalked it up to post-movie jitters, but the unease only deepened. One evening, as I was brushing my teeth before bed, I caught a glimpse of a shadow in the hallway. I turned, expecting to see nothing, but there she was, the nun, standing just out of sight, her pale visage barely illuminated by the moonlight. My heart raced, and I blinked, and she was gone. I told myself it was a trick of the mind, a result of watching the movie late at night. But as the days went on, the glimpses of the nun became more frequent, her presence increasingly palpable. I started hearing faint whispers, prayers in a language I couldn't understand, echoing through my apartment. Unable to bear the torment any longer, I began researching the history of the movie and the abbey it portrayed. I stumbled upon tales of a cursed reel, a version of NUN 2 that had never been meant for public consumption. It was said that those who watched it would invite the malevolent spirit of the nun into their lives. Desperation pushed me to find a solution. I reached out to a local priest, hoping for guidance. His face grew solemn as I told him my story, and he agreed to perform a cleansing ritual. But as he chanted the incantations, the lights flickered, and an icy breeze swept through the room. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and a figure materialized before us. The nun, her eyes pools of darkness. The priest continued to chant, beads of sweat forming on his forehead as the room filled with an otherworldly energy. With a final burst of prayer, the nun's form dissipated, leaving only a chilling silence. The priest explained that the curse had been bound to the cursed reel, but it had somehow crossed into our realm through the movie's supernatural elements. The cleansing ritual had severed its ties to me, but the malevolent spirit remained elusive, its intentions unknown. As the days passed, the unease lifted, and I began to rebuild my life. But every so often, when I'm alone in the darkness, I can't help but wonder if the nun's presence still lingers, watching from the shadows, waiting for another opportunity to cross over and wreak havoc once more. And so, I share this cautionary tale, a reminder that even the boundary between fiction and reality can blur, and the horrors we invite into our lives might never truly release their grip.